session. Would you please rise for the pledge?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Okay, do we have any public comments? Okay. Item 3, consider approval of consent agenda.
Madam President, I make a motion to approve consent agenda.
I'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded that we approve the consent agenda. Any questions or comments? All in favor? Consent agenda approved. Item 4, superintendent's report.
Very quickly, Ms. Wheeler, members of the board, y'all recall that one of the new requirements this year is Senate Bill 1566, where boards have to have this training on curriculum audit and student performance, of which we're already doing, but obviously we have to show that we've received some of that credit. We have a rare opportunity on April 17th. Hopefully all of you can make it. We get we'll also get Team of 8 training, and you will have your Senate Bill 1566 training all taken care of at the same time, so you'll get a 2-for-1 if we're all able to make it on that night. So I'd like for all of you to check your calendars, because obviously if one of us can't be here, we're not going to get the Team of 8 training. It will be here, yes.
Was this the one just by district or additional districts countywide?
Yes.
That's what I was gonna say, it's gonna be
We'll probably have
more than countywide,
60 or
probably.
70, 60 or 70 at least. They're planning on more than that. How many, Rhonda, will we?
We're looking at 70 plus, and we're gonna do it over in the commons area, and you will be fed.
What's the date? April 17th?
17, correct. It's a Tuesday, I believe. I think that's right. They wanted to do it on the 18th, which was a Wednesday, and I told them, I'm not with our folks here, that would just be out of the question. So we moved it back to Tuesday. It works for them, so if we can all be here, we'll get a...
6 o'clock.
Yes, 6 o'clock. Second thing that I have, we had our cafeteria audit here. Y'all remember that was a big deal? Well, I'm here to tell you we had a finding in our cafeteria supposedly had $16.35 worth of unaccounted for. $16.35. If it's less than 600, they don't even send anybody out or worry about funding. So I told Ms. Turner, as far as I'm concerned, that is a clean audit report. And the lady that came down here was looking for things. Believe me, she was looking at everything. Had Ms. Turner upset. Had Ms. Hanson turning somersaults over there. And then when she left here, it came back $16.35. So I'm very, very pleased. As many meals as we feed here and as many kiddos as we feed here, $16.35. And again, unless it's $600 or more, there's no transfer of funds or anything. They just consider you doing a great
Did
job.
they consider looking in the parking lot for that $16?
Miss Turner told me today, she goes, I really don't know where the $16 came from. She said, but as long as it's $16.
Really?
That's all I was very, very pleased with that. And so that concludes my report. We have no student recognitions tonight, Ms. Wheeler.
Great, thank you, Mr. Murray. Item 5, consider approval of additional regional 6 contracts.
On page 58, you'll see some things that simply came in late and we never added to the service center contracts. And so I wanted you all to know the total amount. This is 2 that we didn't have listed on that original one. And so just in an abundance of caution, I would like for this board to go ahead and approve those 2, I believe 3 contracts, but only 2 of them have any cost associated with them. One of those is the math science and the other one is Title 1A.
Title 1A, is it $8.50 or is it $8,000?
I believe that's $8,500. I know that is a period. It's supposed to be
Sorry,
a comma.
Josh.
That's supposed to be a comma.
I'm
just trying to clarify.
Yes, and it's already part of the budget, I want everybody to know, we've already expended some of the funds, it's already part of it, but we noticed when we look back at it, that they had not been listed because they came in late. And I wanna, everything totally transparent with you guys, so these are two things, that's $23,500 that wasn't on that original budget. That's part of the budget, but we didn't have separately listed out for
Does
it.
not come out of local funds?
No, sir.
Come out of town funds?
Yes.
Come out of town.
Madam President, I make a motion that we approve the contract with the knowledge and knowing that's $8,500.
I see. I'll second it.
It has been moved and seconded that we approve the additional Region 6 contracts. Any comments, questions? All in favor? Region 6 contracts approved. Item 6, consider sealed bids individually on trust properties listed. Cause 110016 Houston County versus Clyde Randolph Estate.
Ms. Wheeler, members of the board, this is an interesting one because this bid was originally given back in 2015 to the county court, county commissioners. It was rejected because it was only $25. We turned around, this individual has since resubmitted a bid of $300 to the county commissioners court. They accepted that, and so now they're passing it along to us. They accepted it in January of 2018, so now they're passing it along to us. We need to get it back on the tax rolls. We obviously are not going to get anything on a $7,000 judgment that somebody's buying for $300, but at least we get it back on the tax rolls. So I'm recommending that we go ahead and approve the sale, and let's get that back on the tax rolls.
Can I get a motion?
Madam President, I make a motion that we accept the bid.
It has been moved and seconded that we accept the bid for the 110016 Houston County versus Clyde Randolph. Any comments or concerns? All in favor? Motion accepted. Item 7, consider approval of 2017-18 school calendar changes.
Ms. Wheeler, members of the board, you will recall, and I brought this to everybody's attention back in November, I believe, that the TEA had changed some of the STAR testing dates. They changed a week on us. Remember, it almost messed up our spring break because of it, but fortunately it didn't. But ultimately, I've noticed that, and when Rhonda and I were looking at the new calendar, we never changed on our calendar the testing dates. And as we send those testing dates out to parents and let them know that this is an important week, then, please take care of your kiddos, please make sure they get here. Somebody may, say something or give one of you guys a phone call, but that's not what's on the calendar. So I'm asking and requesting that we go ahead and change that calendar to the correct dates. And we can post an amended calendar there for everybody to see, at least here in the offices, that we have changed that. So I'd like to give it to you in that regard, and ask that you change those, or ask that you approve those changes that I failed to make back on the 2017-18 calendar when TEA changed those dates.
Okay, will the parents get another calendar?
They can have one. We'll have some available. All we need to do is get one. All they pay request one, we'll have one put in form right here in the office.
Okay. Can I get a motion?
I make a motion that we approve the changes to the 2017-2018 calendar. I'll second it.
It has been moved and seconded that we approve the changes to the 2017-18 school calendar. Any other concerns, questions?
Mr. Myers, you understand that in both cases, with the April date and the May date, it just moves it down 1 week to coincide with what the state says.
Correct, and it doesn't change.
It's the same days of the week, just
nothing,
1 week later.
Exactly, and changes nothing on our calendar for beginning, end, holidays, nothing. It just changes that testing week.
But how are we gonna be able to let the parents know that the dates are gonna be changing?
Oh, yes, ma'am, we send those out every year
Yeah.
before testing, a week ahead of time. These principals all send out notice, hey, next week's a big week, we're having this test, we're having this test. And so we're sending that out, but we knew there would be some kind of conflict if somebody was looking closely at the calendar they received, and all of a sudden they'd be going, wait a minute, this is a week off, and they'd be calling, and so we want to go ahead and clear that up right now. And, our newspapers can catch that for us as well, just letting them know that the TEA moved it. The district didn't do this. This was after, the year started and everything, but we moved it. And we didn't make the change on our calendar at the time, so we just noticed that.
Item,
We haven't been voted yet.
We got a motion.
okay, let me say all in favor. Approval of school calendar changes accepted. Item 8 is the same thing as item 7.
Actually, the item 8 is for 1819. That's the new calendar.
Adoption.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
That's
I'm
the-
looking at through, this is adoption.
Right, that's for the new calendar. I want to let you know that we did receive quite a few more responses this year. We sent out a couple of different calendar options. We received back over 130 responses, and over 88% of them were for this calendar, which was an A, I believe, option A that we sent out. But 88% of that 130 plus folks that voted wanted this one, and so we're recommending this as your 2018-19 school calendar, pending hopefully no changes from TEA this time in the middle of the year.
Okay, can I get a motion?
Madam President, I make a motion we accept the 2018-19 school calendar.
I'll second it.
It has been moved in second that we accept the adoption of the 2018-19 school calendar. Any comments or questions?
One comment, Ms. Wheeler, before you guys vote on this. Remember that school calendars now for instructional days have gone from days to minutes. In each of these calendars, the minimum number of extra days that we have built in there is 6.65, nearly 7 for both our elementary schools and early childhood, and then 12 additional days for the high school and junior high, which means that as happened this year, we've had to miss a couple of days, one ice day, one day due to the hurricane. We're still 5 or 6 days ahead on our calendar, so we don't have to go back and make anything up, we have to go back and change anything. And so ultimately, barring, some kind of a national disaster or something where we miss more than 6 days, we won't have to adjust any calendar at all next year if we did have to miss a couple of days if it was bad weather or something like that. So we have it all built into ours this year, and that is in addition to all of the staff development, all of the early releases, everything that we have. We still have that number of additional days built into this calendar, so we're in good shape.
That's good.
Now you can call for your
All
vote.
in favor? Now you can- Item 8 approved. Okay, item 9, distribute framework for governance leadership.
This is a standard thing from TASB every year, required by TEA. All we're required to do is give it to the board members, and that's what we're doing right now. We're letting everybody know that that framework for governance, which basically explains the role of the board and then the role of the superintendent, is out there, and the board members have it. We discuss it. It's kind of overkill. We discuss it in our team of 8 training every year as well, so. There's no action necessary. We just have distributed it to you now, and we can move on to the next one.
Okay, thank you. Item 10, consider approval of cancellation of school district trustee.
Yahoo is all I can tell you. Yahoo.
Madam President, I make.
Imagine you do. And I bet I know somebody else here that might second it.
I'll second
All
it.
right, there we go.
It has been moved and second, and third is
And third is
necessary.
necessary on this one. There you go.
That the school district trustee election will be canceled. At this time, we'll move into executive
So take
session.
your vote.
Oh,
What's
He's so excited.
One more vote.
That's right. That's right.
sports. Are there any other comments?
Rockets must be playing.
All in favor? Okay, election council.
Wait a minute, wait. We have more than.
Oh, did you have?
Hesitation at times.
Who's giving Karen a heart? He's looking at Karen.
He's on back teasing.
Okay, the election will be canceled. At this time, we'll move into executive session.